Hi everybody, I hope you are well. The other day on YouTube I heard a dog trainer talk about the walk like it's solely the dog's walk. It's all about them. And I fundamentally disagree with that for a few reasons. One being they've got impulses, they've got desires, and therefore we need boundaries, we need control, and we need the dog to listen to us. So it isn't completely their walk. And in fact, every walk you could do about 10 lessons with at least. So this video is about 10 lessons that you can do on a walk with perhaps even some more. And the first lesson could be getting your dog on a harness. Now, if I went to put Sky on a harness now, and I put my hand in her space, you can see she doesn't like that. She's backing off. But if I call her over, show her my hand, and then gently put it on, and then give her a treat, for example, well, that would be a great way to start the walk. So there's your first lesson. Now the second lesson could be who walks out the door first, you or your dog. Now this isn't the difference between succeeding and failing if your dog walks out first. However, it sets a good precedent to get your dog understanding that you dictate the speed of where you go and when you go as soon as you leave the house. So as I leave the house, as you can see, she's walking okay, no massive pulls there. Another lesson which you'll actively teach your dog when you're out is how to walk on a loose lead. Now, if Sky wants to go in front too much and the lead becomes tense, I'm going to correct her. And this is why, again, it's not solely a lesson where it's the dog's walk. It's like, no, you've got to listen to me. Sky looks like she's just about to pull now. So if she does pull, I'm going to correct her. And there she does, pull. And when I correct her and I move her back, put her behind me, I relax my lead and I wait for her to calm and then I move on again. What I'm saying is, no, Sky, please watch the speed of where I'm going and follow me. Another lesson which is really great to teach your dog on a walk is to slow down when you slow down and stop when you stop. Because we're just coming up to a road now, so I need Sky to listen to me, otherwise she could get in trouble. So the way to teach a dog to slow down is you could scuff your feet. And as you can see, she takes note, her head moves to the side slightly, and she listens. Then I can speed up and stop. Good girl, Sky. Now we're off the road and in a bit of a safer area, I can practice recall, but don't let her off the lead straight away. You could do recall in stages actually. The first stage could be recall on a short lead. So you keep your recall tight. You don't let the dog have too much freedom until recall's 100%, and then you can go to the next stage. Now there's actually squirrels around here, so this is also a lesson in impulse control, because she may see a squirrel and I may have to correct her again in a minute if she tries to charge off after one. But when it comes to recall on a short lead, very simple. I let her drift in front, I call her to me, Sky, come, good girl, well done, Sky. Some people make their dogs sit when you ask them to come, but I think that confuses the message slightly. I'm giving her the treat just for coming to me. Good girl, she actually naturally sits. Now she's just seen something now, so this is impulse control. Sky, come, good girl, good girl. Now when I first had her, her state would just heighten. Because she's been on the lead so much, she's tried to pull to what she thinks is over there, but when she's realised she hasn't got anywhere from it, she's giving up, and obviously her state isn't as heightened as what it used to be. Good girl, and she gets rewarded. I know you saw something over there. I know you heard something, but you came back. That was good, well done. Come on. So many lessons you can get on one walk, at least 10. And they're obviously being reinforced constantly every single time you go out. So it could be 10 lessons, 10 times each, which could be potentially 100 lessons. So we got horses on my right now, which may need a bit of lessons from impulse control. She starts getting in front, she gets a bit enthusiastic again. It's like, Sky, come on. I don't mind you going in front a little bit when I give you a bit of freedom, but don't pull me on the lead. Little lessons in the right direction each day of where you want to get to. So it doesn't matter if it's horses, sheep, cows, squirrels. It's like, please listen to me in those moments. Horse coming up here. Want to say hello? You a good girl? Who's that? Good girl. Can even give her a treat, desensitize her from the situation. Yeah, the horse is getting closer. So as you may be able to see here, this is the perfect place to let her off because she can't actually go in that many directions. She can only go that way or that way and therefore can't be tempted. So here's where I can practice a little bit of recall. Because the recall is pretty good on short lead, I can let her off in an environment where I know that she isn't too distracted by. And again, recall here. Sky, come. Good girl. Oh, what a good girl. And another lesson of not just recall, the heel off lead. Heel. And here I make her heel whilst I walk for long distances. And she's got to understand, no, you walk behind me, off lead. And because, again, this is such a good environment, she's got not that many places to be distracted by. So it's an easier place to teach her than other places would be. So do remember, training is all the time. I mean, training is communication, and we are communicating with our dogs all the time. It's not an hour a week at a church hall. Sky, come on, heel, heel. I didn't give her the release command. So again, I'm constantly reinforcing these lessons on every walk. Heel, Sky. So yeah, training isn't 1 hour a week in the church hall. It's 15 hours a day. It's when you get up in the morning, it's in the afternoon, it's when you go for walks, and it constantly needs to be reinforced. Sky, come on, heel. So you can see she's not there yet with all of it, but the more lessons I put in, the quicker we'll get there. And as you are walking with your dog, at some point you do have to give them the release command. And my way of the release command, you can say what you want really, as long as the dog gets it. Go on, Sky, go on. And as you can see, she walks off. And then I can get her back to heel anytime I want in this environment. But in other environments, I wouldn't be so sure of myself. Come, Sky, come here. Come here. You sit, stay. Good girl. Stay. Good girl. So not everybody wants a dog charging up to them. It's quite a thin path as well. So again, another lesson is to bring your dog in, get them to sit, get them to stay, which comes in very handy, especially for people who've got a bit of a phobia for dogs. Someone coming up close now, I don't particularly want her going up to people. Sky, come. Come. Good girl, heel. Heel. Come on. Heel. Heel. Good girl. Good girl. One of the things I realised when I got this dog was actually people can be quite scared of her, the way she looks. I mean, she is gentle as anything. But when she's got that shepherdy look, or, you know, the Staffies have that look, or the Rottweilers have that look, I all of a sudden notice people backing away from me, which never happened with Rex. So yeah, I have got to be very conscious of other people's perceptions of her, because I want to be a responsible dog owner and not have one of those dogs that people are a little bit fearful of. Come on. Now she's on the long lead because there's a chance she can run off. And if she runs off after a squirrel or a bird and I call her and she doesn't come back, there's not really much I can do. Whereas if she doesn't come back and she's on long lead, I could stand on this long lead, I could bring her back in again, and I could keep recall tight. And that way she'll realise, now you've got to come back. Even though I really fancy what's over there and I really want to get to it, I've still got to listen to him. If you can get the dog to the point where they understand to listen to you 100% of the time on short lead, 100% of the time on long lead, around every distraction, then they're ready for off lead. So if she's getting towards the end of that long lead and is slipping, I'm thinking, no, you're going too far here. I can stand on it. Oh, she's still going. Sky. And then obviously I can bring that lead in to say, come on, you're going too far away from me now. I'm likely to see dogs now are in town. And again, it's impulse control around dogs, how to meet them or avoid them depending on what I want. I don't want her to say hello to every dog, and some dogs, they'll be very friendly and I do want to meet him. So we'll see how we get on. Is it all right to say hello?
Oh, yeah.
Hello, sweetie. Hello. Hello, darling. Hello. Oh, good dog. There we go. Sky. Thank you. Come on. So there you have at least 10 lessons you can do on every dog walk, and they can be repeated many times to get your dog listening to you. So do look out for those lessons. Do look out for opportunities to teach your dog, because the more lessons you put in, the quicker you'll get there. So I hope you found that video useful. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, and hope to see you on future videos. Bye for now.